Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Dr. Wajud Sediano and the other attendees. For introduction, my name is Muhammad Raib bin Muhammad Rahim. I am a third-year student currently undergoing Engineering Industrial Training at Science and Research Institute for Defence, STRIDE, in Kajang, Selangor. Upon arriving at STRIDE, I was assigned to Manufacturing Engineering branch under the supervision of T.S. Aizul Fazli bin Suhaimi. A bit about the company background. STRIDE was established in 1968 as a statutory body under Ministry of Defence. STRIDE provided technical services such as R&D, laboratory-based testing, defence procurement, consultant to government agencies, and forging strategic cooperations. Missions of STRIDE is empowering national defence through research and development, innovation, and sustainable science and technology services. Our vision is to be the pioneer of national defence science and technology. So the summary of duties was when I was stationed in STRIDE is 1. To assist STRIDE in designing control system for research and development projects. 2. Involved in design and control. 3. Involved in design and fabrication. Next. So this is the summary of my work experience throughout the 10 weeks internship at STRIDE. In this 10 weeks period, I have recreated a stage frame CAD design using NX, developed an indoor air quality monitoring system, IAQMS, participated in NX heat transfer analysis training, assisted colleagues in various manual tasks and projects such as designing a giraffe radar mounting table and servicing a malfunctioning 3D printer. So when I was assigned at STRIDE, I was given a main project from my supervisor, which is named Indoor Air Quality Monitoring System. For my main project, I was stuck to develop an indoor air quality monitoring system, which is a system to measure level of air pollutants such as CO, alcohol, propane, and so on. This system uses multiple sensors that collect and transmit the data to a computer or cloud-based system. The data is then analyzed and presented in real time. So these are some use of IAQMS, where we can use it to identify and quantify indoor air pollutants, track changes in air quality over time, assess effectiveness in air quality control measures, protect the health and productivity of building occupants. Next, before we go in, for my project, we utilize MQTT for communication of the system. So I will explain to you how MQTT works. For your information, MQTT is a protocol that helps monitoring devices and remote server to communicate with each other. It works on a publish subscribe topology and often used in IoT projects. In MQTT architecture, we have two types of system, which is client and broker. So what is broker? Broker is the server that client communicate with. Every message that was published must go through the broker first before it was passed to the subscribers. As you can see here, we can either have a cloud service or a local server that we install on the Raspberry Pi to be used as the broker. In order to tell who message who, publisher and subscriber use topics for a link of communication to be established. As you can see on this figure, the MQTT client from Node-RED publish on the topic ESP32/output, and the message is on, and it passes it to the broker. The broker then publish it to MQTT client, which is the ESP32 that subscribe to the topic ESP32/output. and it receives on to turn the LED on. So that's more or less regarding the MQTT protocol in these IoT projects. Next, this is the design for my case for the IMQMS, and this is the circuit diagram for the system. As you can see, we are using an ESP 8266 in this project with the combination of MQ2 gas sensors, DHT, temperature and humidity sensor, and a buzzer to warn the user in any case of gas leaks. So in another figure, you can see here, this is from off the shelf IQ detector that we air quality detector that we use as reference. For your information, this air quality detector is a standalone devices and not an IoT systems. In this project, we use Node-RED to analyze and display our data in a more and efficient manner. The data collected is visualized using Node-RED dashboard in real time and optimized so even an amateur can use it. On top of that, also included a data logger and file browser for the system in case mishap, so we can point the timestamp when it happens. Next, I also developed a display monitor that provides temperature, humidity, gas value in real time. The next plan is to develop a GUI. However, it is difficult with my current skills and knowledge. Here is a bit demonstration of the project. Now, these are some projects or tasks that I have participated. That's right. Here, I had joined 2-day training on thermal analysis using NX. In this training, we learned how to use meshing 2D and 3D analysis on a PCB and block in order to visualize heat transfer across the model. Then, on the next slide, we have here the creation of stage frame using NX. Brozame has taught me to recreate a stage frame from an old project for me to familiarize with NX. NX is the CAD software developed by Siemens. We had also done maintenance on our local 3D printer. I'm really grateful for Brozame's patience and willingness in teaching me these things. Next, that's right, we also have activities and events such as Strats Medical Month celebration. During these events, our department successfully achieved second place in the show competition. It was fun and a valuable experience to linger and cooperate in the show. So these are some of the challenges and solutions that I have encountered during my journey here. So throughout my internship, I have minimal knowledge. When assigned a task, I have a minimal knowledge and skill in utilizing new industrial software, and I have minor problems when conducting projects such as hardware malfunction and code debugging. Codes become nested using a super loop based system. Initially, when I arrived here, my supervisor Jack Isaac has tasked me to do the IQMS using Node-RED, which I have minimal experience in. We just have a debriefing on it during the subtopic of the lab. So it is great that I have the chance to learn more about these useful tools. So the solution to it is finding opportunities to learn it, such as asking work colleagues for mentoring and online tutorials. Discuss with work colleagues and supervisor on said problem. Possible solution is using RTOS to increase the precision and reduce lag between tasks. So the last 2 points is on the atas, and the code is actually based on my project. Currently, we are using a Serpolo based code system, which is the usual standard code that we use on the Arduino. However, when we are dealing with the real-time system, it's actually better to use a real-time operating system because we want to reduce lag due to difference in cycle for each of the tasks. Let's say for now the system is quite simple, but if you want to expand the system, we will reduce lag in the future. So knowledge gain related to study. These are some skills and news. Some skills I brought from my studies and new skills that I learned here. So during my study at IIUM, I already know about Arduino IDE and C++ codes, SolidWorks and thermodynamic and heat transfers. So during my stay here, I learned a lot of new skills such as node-RED and JSON, Swinman NX, heat transfer analysis using NX, MQTT, 3D printer, design measurement and GUI design. In conclusion, working at SRAC has been a valuable experience for me to learn more about the working world and expand my horizon on other career opportunities outside of engineering. It's a good opportunity for undergraduates not just to upskill themselves, but also to learn to socialize and interact with senior colleagues with different hierarchies and backgrounds. In my experience, communication skills is a very important tool that every graduate should acquire for them to perform in their work. That's all for me. Thank you. Special thanks to Dr. TS ISO Technologies Aiza Fazli bin Sahimi, my supervisor, and my second supervisor is Encik Muhammad Azim bin Muhammad Burhanuddin, and also my co-worker in this project throughout the internship, Encik Wan Zami bin Zakwan and Encik Hazrul. That's all from me. Thank you.